Turning 30? Feel like you're behind? You're not. Here's the truth nobody tells you about your 30s. Sarah, 31, scrolls LinkedIn at 2 a.m., questioning her entire career. James, divorced at 32, wonders if starting over means he's failed. What if I told you that feeling lost in your early 30s isn't a bug in the system, it's the entire point? By the end of this video, you'll understand why your 30s aren't about having it all figured out. They're about something far more powerful. And once you see it, you'll never look at this decade the same way again. Think of your life as a software program. Your 20s were the beta testing phase, lots of experiments, crashes, and updates. Your 30s? This is when you debug the code and optimize for performance. Chapter 1. The Great Clarification. Why do so many people panic in their early 30s? Because they're using the wrong metrics. Sarah thought success meant climbing the corporate ladder faster than her peers. But after 5 years in marketing, she realized something crucial. She wasn't energized by campaigns that sold more products. She lit up when helping small businesses tell their stories. The data was there all along. Every project she loved involved storytelling. Every promotion that felt hollow was about metrics without meaning. Your 30s aren't about starting over. They're about pattern recognition. Write down your 3 most energizing work moments from the last year. What do they have in common? That's your clarity starting point. But here's what happens when you ignore these patterns. Chapter 2. Energy Audit. Lisa, 34-year-old teacher and new mom, used to say yes to everything. Then parenthood forced her to ask, what deserves my precious 3 hours of free time? The answer surprised her. Not the draining PTA meetings. Not the friend who only called to complain. Those hours went to photography, the thing that made her feel most like herself. Your 30s teach you something revolutionary. You can't manage time, but you can audit energy. Track your energy levels after different activities for 1 week. Scale of 1 to 10. The patterns will shock you. So far, we've seen how clarity emerges from data and energy becomes your new currency. But when this impacts your relationships, things get messy. Chapter 3. Relationships. Marcus, 31 and single, used to apologize for his relationship status. Now he says, I'm choosing quality over timeline. He learned the difference between compatible and convenient. The friend who judges his choices, no longer in regular contact. The one who supports his growth gets his best energy. Your 30s teach you that every yes is a no to something else. List your 5 closest relationships. After each interaction, do you feel energized or drained? This isn't transactional, it's intentional. If you're finding this useful, hit that like button now. It helps more people discover these insights. And subscribe if you want weekly videos on intentional living. This relationship clarity creates space for career confidence. And that changes everything. Chapter 4. Career confidence. Sarah left corporate marketing to freelance for small businesses. Her income dropped 40% initially. Her confidence soared 100%. Why? She finally understood her value. She wasn't just executing campaigns. She was translating passion into profit for dreamers who couldn't do it themselves. List 3 problems you've solved at work that only you could solve that way. That's your unique value proposition. When you stop comparing your journey to others, the freedom is intoxicating. Chapter 5. End of comparison. James used to measure his life against his married friends' Instagram posts. Then he realized he was comparing his behind the scenes to their highlight reel. The most dangerous lie of your 20s? Everyone else has it figured out. The most liberating truth of your 30s? Nobody does. Next time you feel comparison creeping in, ask, am I measuring my chapter 5 against someone else's chapter 20? This mental shift creates space for prioritizing your health before your body demands it. Chapter 6. Health priority. Lisa now recognizes fatigue as data. When she's consistently tired, she audits her commitments, not her coffee intake. Sleep isn't luxury anymore, it's productivity infrastructure. Exercise isn't about appearance, it's energy management. For 1 week, rate your energy levels 1 to 10 each morning. Look for patterns with sleep, exercise, and food choices. This health awareness gives you the ability to set boundaries without guilt. Chapter 7. Saying no. Marcus learned the most valuable word in his 30s vocabulary. No, not no, because just no. When his boss expected weekend work regularly, he set boundaries. When family criticized his life choices, he stopped defending them. The people who mattered respected his boundaries. Those who didn't weren't really in his corner anyway. Practice saying, "Let me check my calendar and get back to you." This gives you space to evaluate alignment with your priorities. Your 30s aren't about slowing down, they're about speeding up in the right direction. The life engineering approach. Remember our software metaphor? Your 30s are when you become the lead engineer of your own life program. You've identified the bugs, energy drains, wrong relationships, misaligned work. You've optimized for performance, boundaries, selective yeses, health priority. Now you run a cleaner, more efficient program. Sarah's life looks simpler from the outside. Fewer clients, smaller income, less social obligation, but it's more powerful. Every element serves her core function, helping businesses tell stories that matter. James's life isn't what he planned at 25. It's better, more authentic, more intentional, more him. Your 48-hour challenge, stick with me, because here's your momentum protection protocol, the single decision framework that prevents backsliding. Before saying yes to anything new, ask 3 questions. 1. Does this energize or drain me? 2. Does this align with who I'm becoming? 3. What am I saying no to by saying yes to this? Pick one relationship, one work situation, or one commitment. Apply this framework. Make a decision within 48 hours. Strategic thinking is worthless unless it becomes strategic doing. Your 30s aren't about having all the answers. They're about asking better questions and having the confidence to live your own answers. The decade ahead doesn't happen to you. It happens through you. If this resonated, smash that like button and subscribe for weekly videos on intentional living. Share this with someone navigating their 30s. They'll thank you for it. What's the one insight you'll implement this week? Drop it in the comments. Your action might inspire someone else's breakthrough. Remember, you're not behind in life. You're exactly where you need to be to become who you're meant to be.